What's up, guys? It's Spunkify here for League Top 10, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. With the start of Season 2 recently with League of Legends and Ranked Draft and all that stuff, I thought I'd actually give you a little insight if you're planning on playing Ranked for the first time, or if you're just getting into it and you wanted to know little tips and tricks for the actual rank draft and picking process and banning process, etc. So what I did was I recorded a typical ban pick phase of a ranked game in League of Legends, and I decided to show you guys exactly what goes on and the idea of counter picking and banning and stuff like that. So first of all, as you can see on the screen, we already have had 4 champions banned, and I'm going to go ahead and touch on these 4 champions real quickly. So we have Lee Sin, Morgana, Fiddlesticks, and Singed. Now, these aren't always the ones that are banned, but I can tell you the 2 most banned champions out of both of these is Lee Sin and Morgana. Both due to the high stun potential of Morgana and Black Shield, which is, oh my god, OP in my opinion. But Lee Sin also being extremely mobile, fast, and able to do good damage while supporting his teammates. Those 2 are really high bans, and if you're thinking, or if you're first pick in the banning process, and you don't play one of these champions well, and you don't think you'll be able to get one, then I definitely would suggest banning those. After that, Fiddlesticks and Singe, these aren't banned as commonly, but they are still top bans, mostly for Singe's ability to be, oh my god, unstoppable. But with the recent nerfs, he is a little bit more easy to deal with, and Fiddlesticks being able to fear as well as caw is really hard to deal with as well. 2 other champions that are banned a lot are actually on our team. As you can see on the left hand side, we have Akali and Kassadin. Now these are banned primarily because of Akali's ability to snowball so quickly. If she gets a couple early kills, her ability to snowball if fed correctly is pretty insane. She snowballs harder than any other champion in my opinion. Just the momentum she gains from just a few early kills is super, absolutely super. On the other side, we have Kassadin. Now, Kassadin last season wasn't seen as much, was not banned as much, and she is banned a lot more, or he is banned, sorry, a lot more now. And that's primarily due to the fact that he can shut down any mid AP carry, pretty much notwithstanding. His ability to silence them and then deal good AoE damage to them, as well as be able to rift walk away from potential burst damage that they can deal, makes him a great pick versus any AP carry. And that makes him a normal ban in a lot of games. You will see either him or Fiddlesticks banned generally, and Akali's getting to be more and more banned recently. Not because people feel that she's OP, just because we feel that she snowballs too quickly if someone that's facing her doesn't know what to do. So as you can see here, we're kind of fleshing out our picks and bans here. You can see on the enemy team, after we have picked Kassadin and Akali, we had a Ashe, a Kennen, a Renekton, and a Warwick picked. And the actual final pick will be a Taric as well. Now, they are picking these champions here because they want to counter the mobility of our team. They want to counter the Kassadin, and they want to counter the Akali. So that is great counter picking on their part. This is something that you should really do if you're planning on playing ranked, is don't just pick a champion that you know you play well. Pick one of like 4 or 5 champions that you play well that can counter whatever is on in the enemy team. By doing this, you will be able to increase your chances of winning because of the fact that you're going to play a champion that directly counters them. You know, stuns would directly counter Akali or Kassadin, and in that respect, you'll be able to better increase your odds of winning. Now, on our team, you know, I picked up Caitlyn, but we were communicating because at first I was going to jungle, but then they said they didn't, you know, like to play range AD, and I was like, hey, I can play Caitlyn, that's fine. So communicating is another key important thing that you should do in ranked games, so that you don't make sure that someone gets stuck in a role that they don't like or they can't do, and thus everybody is in a role that they're comfortable with and that they're capable of fulfilling quite well. This brings me to a final point that I was going to talk about, in that if you're going to play ranked, I would suggest not going into that and only knowing one champion real well. Try to get at least 4 or 5 champions of different types, not just range AD, not just attack damage, not just jungle, but different types of champions that you can play so that you are able to pick one that fits the situation in case either your champion's picked by someone on the other team, or your team for that matter, or if it gets banned. So if you have that mobility there, you're able to pick a champion that you feel comfortable with, but still fulfill a role that is important to the team. I feel like if you do these things, then you will be able to succeed well in ranked games. And remember, guys, to always be supportive of your teammates, because the more negative attitude that gets put into the game, the less people are willing to actually help you out in team fights or protect you because they don't like you because of what you're saying. So those are some quick tips I wanted to give you guys, and if you have any more questions or comments about ranked draft or ranked in general, please feel free to post them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys for the next video. This is Spunkify out. Later.